Hey guys, what's going on? This is Aaron Bennett here, and I want to give you an update as to what I'm doing with my Lyme treatment. Today is September 6th, 2014. So really, I'm just going to go through exactly what I'm doing. This is based upon a lot of my own research on the different blogs, on the different Lyme forums, talking to people who have treated Lyme and kind of talking to see what they've done. So I'm taking a few of these nutrimetics, which if you have Lyme, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Um, this is Banderol. So you start out with 1 drop, you move up to 30 drops twice a day. So this is a microbial. See, I'm doing that one. I'm doing the second one for the nutrimetics Lyme, Samento. Okay. Adding on for Lyme, I also bought this one. I haven't been using it that often. This Berber Detox. It basically just helps reduce any really intense symptoms of detoxing. I am using these enzymes specifically for an ingredient called the serapeptase. And what I've researched and what that does is it helps break up the biofilm where the Lyme spirochetes, I think I just pronounced that very wrong, the Lyme bacteria hides. So we need to break up the biofilm so we can actually get rid of the bacteria. What I've researched and what I've heard is that when people take antibiotics, when people take some supplements or even some herbs, a lot of the bacteria is not even killed off. That's why people can take antibiotics, feel better for say 6 months or a year, and then it comes back because it's on a deeper level that we need to address it. So that just helps that. Now, in addition, several months ago I took a very comprehensive test, urine and blood test called the Nutraval by Genova Diagnostics. Metametrics is another company, same company actually, where we just went through every single basically health biomarker. So I'm taking a lot of other things um, just to boost my overall health. This is a company called BioSpec out of Southern California. Um, and I was deficient in a lot of different things, um, from different minerals. I was deficient in some certain enzymes, um, vitamin D. So there's a lot of good stuff in here. I'm taking some of these. This is another one from the same company. This is a very intense multivitamin, um, very high levels of B12s, C, zinc, selenium, copper, and these are things where it's like 9,000% daily value. So, and I'm taking these specific on the results I got from these tests. Uh, my adrenals, same company, Adapt adrenal fatigue. I was pretty bad, not horrible, but enough that I can use some help. So this has like ashwagandha, 2 different kinds of ginseng, things like that. Okay, and you can get that at pretty basically any store. I also really needed omegas. I was pretty low in that, so these are really high concentrated omegas. Where one soft gel has actually, how much does it have? It has 1.5 grams, which is higher than most people take, and I'm taking about 3 of these a day. Um, what else am I up to? Oh, forgot about this one from Nutrimetics, Kumanda. This is just another antimicrobial supplement that I also put in water. Okay. On top of that, again, I was very low in vitamin D, and a lot of and for these aren't specific for Lyme, but they are good just to boost your overall health because what I've learned is that if your body is performing optimally healthy, meaning you have, everything's working well, it will fight things better. So it'll fight off infections better. So I gotta drink this whole. I actually just put some of that Samento in there, some of that the stuff I just showed you. So I'm taking a lot of those as well. Those are not necessary. All these other vitamins, but taking a test that shows where you're deficient. I mean, really, if you have a little extra money, you can do some more testing. Really, it's not super necessary. Another thing I'm doing is this chlorella. Chlorella binds to heavy metals and toxins and helps remove them from your body. So I haven't been super disciplined with this one yet. Ultimately, what I want to get is like a big water bottle, like at least half a gallon, and then put a bunch of that in at the beginning of the day and just carry that around with me, because it is like a powder, and it can stain if you don't actually, if you get it like on your hands or on your clothes. Thinking if I forgot, taking things like turmeric. I just bought a whole bag of food grade diatomaceous earth, which I heard does similar things. Basically, goes in and just kills stuff. It like cuts things up. It kills the bacteria and the parasites. Um, so ultimately, if you're on this journey of healing and getting and regaining your full health and vitality, and you've been diagnosed with Lyme or have some sort of pathogen, it can be very, very overwhelming. So it really depends upon, first off, I mean, I don't have much. I don't have a lot of money to be doing this. It's. I guess some people out there have an extra $2,000 a month. I mean, that's awesome. You know, some therapies that I hear work amazingly well are things like ozone therapy, where you go to a usually like a progressive medicine clinic, and you're hooked up to an IV where they pump ozone, which basically wipes out all bacteria and viruses. They put that into your blood and they put that back into your body. But those things are about $150, $170 a session, and they want you to go 3 times a week. So if you have an extra $2,000, a month, but 99% of us do not have that. So really, it's about finding things that work for you. I've been doing this protocol, these things for pretty consistently. I haven't been doing it as consistently as I need to be. Um, and I don't feel myself getting a ton worse. I definitely haven't been getting a lot better, because I feel like I need to be doing things a little bit stronger. I just saw a few days ago, so on the 5th, I saw, no, on the 2nd or something, on Tuesday, I saw a Lyme literate MD, LLMD in San Diego, very highly recommended. And he prescribed um, to do a lot of antibiotics. I could go through the names. Really, they're probably the most normal ones for Lyme. Um, uh, and I'm not ready right now, and I'm using these videos to share with you kind of what I'm going through, and also as like a to document where I am in my process. I'm not really ready to commit to that. I'd like, if I had an option, I would like to do it a more natural way where I don't completely destroy my gut flora. If it comes to that, then I'll do it. But antibiotics are the kind of thing where once you start, you have to commit, and you're literally committing to like 6 months. They even say like 6 to 9 months you'll be on these antibiotics, which is cool. I mean, it'd be one thing if I was completely paralyzed in my bed and I would do anything to get better. Okay, I'll take something. I'm not against it. I'm just looking for other options. I also yesterday I also bought, which I will show you once I get it. It's called the Ultimate Zapper. See if I can find it online. Um, Ultimate Zapper, and what that does is I actually got it was referred to me by a friend who had horrible mercury poisoning and also had mycoplasma. And another thing I've been learning is that so when people have Lyme, oftentimes they have toxic mold. Listening to Dave Asprey of the Bulletproof Executive, he had toxic mold and also Lyme. And people also have other co-infections. You've heard of the normal co-infections like Babesia and things like Bartonella, things like that. But there are also other things that kind of come along with Lyme. One of which is um, wow, it's late. I can't even think. Um, Not pathogens, but parasites. Wow, parasites. Because when people have Lyme, it weakens their systems for other things to come in, like parasites. And I have a lot of symptoms for parasites. We actually thought I had a candida yeast infection, which I still think I still do. It's just the test that I took didn't come back positive. But I have a lot of symptoms for candida, for yeast, things like that. From really disgusting toenails, big yeast infection um, sign, just like athlete's foot stuff that just doesn't go away. Um, and also a lot of the my early symptoms were very candida. They were very much for candida. A lot of my digestive issues, a lot of my foggy vision, a lot of my feeling really spacey, my tiredness. So a lot of these things can go. They can be Lyme, they can also be candida. So a lot of these symptoms can cross over. They're not all just like one or the other. So what was I talking about? I was talking about how once you get Lyme, you get a lot of other things as well. So this ultimate zapper that I just bought, and if you go to, and when I get it, I ordered it. When it comes, I will show you exactly what I'm doing. And yeah, it got referred to me from a friend who really it helped him cure himself from just he was literally on his deathbed, and he attributes this as one of the major things that helped him. Um, and I really don't know how it works. I'm at the point now where if there's enough testimonials and somebody says it worked for me, I'm gonna buy it. So this little device was like $300. And again, this is not money that I really have to spend. Like I don't, I'm not rich. I do not have a lot of money to like throw around. But I'm, if it's something that I think could possibly really work, like it has for him, then that's fine. And he was well off than me. He had mycoplasma, a lot of blood infections, things like that. So if you go to, no, I'll actually leave a link below the video of the Zapper that I bought. But this Zapper gets rid of parasites. People have used it. Well, I shouldn't say this. I'm not making any claims, but um, let me see. Doing things to literally cure like cancer and all these really intense things. I mean, there are just some really crazy testimonials. That's the word I'm looking for. Um, yeah. Uh, Blood, cancer, melanoma, dental conditions, diabetes, eye conditions, intestines, Crohn's, IBS, joints, Lyme disease, nervous system issues, chronic fatigue, like parasites. So I just bought this little device. So I'll let you know how it works when I get going with it. But ultimately, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I just listened to a really interesting interview. I forgot the name of the guy. He had like a very intense European. I think he's like German or Austrian. A Lyme expert. Talk about how toxic mold is something to take very seriously. Checking your house out, and he has a bunch of links for it. I'll see if I can include that underneath this. It was an interview with Dr. Mercola. Um, Secondly, he mentions EMFs and I forgot the word he uses, but just like cell phone signals, radiation, all this stuff that really screwed with our cells. And apparently, a lot of this electromagnetic stuff going through our body excites these little Lyme bacteria and makes things worse. So that was really interesting. So anyway, guys, that's kind of what I'm up to. I'll just keep you posted. Diet wise, I do my best to be pretty darn healthy. I'm not 100% gluten free. Sometimes I will have some bread. If I do, it's maybe like that sprouted wheat Genesis organic stuff. I've been having less meat, which that's just a personal choice. I may have more meat if I feel like it. Um, I'm not vegetarian, just have meat maybe like twice a week or 3 times a week. Um, yeah, I try to cut back on the sugar. I was pretty healthy going into this. Little sugar. Um, No processed stuff. Like I'm pretty darn healthy, and I think that's really important too. I mean, the more we can boost our body, the more we can just become healthier, regardless of Lyme. Just like become healthier in all the other ways, the better. Um, so other than that, I plan to get back into either Bikram yoga, just because I hear just the heat can be really, really good to kill some of these little fuckers floating around in our cells and our body. And if Bikram isn't going to work for me, there's an infrared sauna place fairly close. Downside is it's about $100 a month to go twice a week. So these things are expensive, you know. These things aren't really cheap, but I'm very committed to doing whatever it takes. So yeah, that's my update. September 6th, 2014, and I'll keep you posted. Let me know if you have any help or need any help or guidance, and I'll be there for you. All right, bye bye.